Hi everyone, I'm Kira Gatrell, and in this presentation, I'll analyze the corporate social responsibility strategies of Intel Corporation. I'll be focusing on two areas: environmental sustainability and diversity, equity, and inclusion, two pillars that directly tie into Intel's global footprint and long-term business goals. So Intel is one of the most influential technology companies in the world. Founded in 1968 and headquartered in California, Intel develops semiconductors and hardware powering everything from personal devices to data centers and artificial intelligence systems. In 2023, Intel reported $63.1 billion in revenue and employed over 131,900 people worldwide. Intel structures its CSR strategy under the RISE 2030 framework, which stands for Responsible, Inclusive, Sustainable, and Enabling. This initiative directly supports their mission to use technology for global betterment. It also aligns with multiple UN Sustainable Development Goals, including SDGs 9, 12, and 13. Intel CSR impacts a wide array of stakeholders. Internally, it affects employees and leadership. Externally, it involves suppliers, governments, regulatory bodies, and investors. Local communities are also affected by Intel's environmental footprint and job creation. Speaking of environmental footprint, Intel has made substantial progress in sustainability. As of 2023, 93% of its global electricity came from renewable sources, with U.S. operations at 100%. In 2022, Intel restored over 3.2 billion gallons of water, achieving net positive water use in 4 countries. And they also achieved a 94% rate in waste reused, recycled, or recovered across global operations. Despite these wins, some challenges still remain for Intel. Their chip manufacturing process consumes billions of gallons of ultra-pure water annually. Their Scope 3 emissions from supply chain and product use totaled over 1.6 million metric tons of CO2e in 2022. And Intel also lacks third-party verified life cycle analyses, which limits transparency on product-level environmental impacts. As for DEI, Intel's DEI performance shows tangible results. The company has achieved 94% global gender pay equity and increased female representation to 30.3% globally, which is a 2.7% gain since 2020. Over 20,000 leaders have completed the inclusive leadership training, which reinforces accountability across management levels. On the other hand, some disparities still persist. Black or African American employees represent only 4.9% of Intel's U.S. workforce, despite being 13% of the U.S. population. Women still hold less than 25% of technical positions, and just 1 in 4 leaders identify as women or underrepresented minorities. So Intel stands out for its transparent reporting, robust CSR frameworks, and quantifiable progress, and their work aligns well with UN SDGs and industry best practices, but still they must expand third-party auditing and address persistent equity gaps in leadership as well as supply chain emissions. So if I were CSR director, I would initiate third-party life cycle assessments to ensure accountability. I'd expand DEI benchmarks beyond the U.S. and offer supplier incentives for environmental, social, and governance alignment. And I would also invest in programs supporting underrepresented early career professionals. I think these steps would push Intel from a leader to a model of corporate social responsibility excellence.